Serena.
And I'm Rachel.
We're the hosts of Book Tales.
If you like reading books,
Drinking cocktails,
and Scottish accents,
then meet your new favourite podcast.
come with us as we explore different themes from romantasy to horror and everything in between.
We pair each book with a bespoke cocktail and tell you everything you'll need to make one.
And each week, play our fun game tailored to each book.
Find Book Tales wherever you get your podcasts. So grab your book,
Grab your booze
for Book Tales.
Hi guys, I'm Bri.
And I'm Alli. This is Offscript.
If you think about it, books are potential scripts for movies.
When this adaptation happens, typically it's disappointing because they went off script.
In this series, we will be talking about how off script they went.
Let's begin.
Hello
And welcome.
to Off Script,
A podcast
where we
compare books,
to their...
movies.
You know what we didn't do in our last episode?
Said that I'm Alli.
And I'm Bri, you're correct.
Our last episode, as it was really
A month
8
ago.
episodes ago.
Jeez Louise.
That'll be our picture. You guys, we are so out of order for recording. It's going to be quite an experience to listen to it in order because I don't really know what you're in for.
We're just kind of jumping around and recording when we can record. And like, it's still December right now. And we are recording an episode that's coming out in March.
And we just recorded our second episode of the season. Like, we're all over the place. And
But in a
welcome
good way.
to the ride. Yes.
It's in a way that we're still ahead.
Yeah, that we're not stressed. And that's what's important.
Exactly. The reason that we're ahead like this is like, literally, I think my thought process was these are the quickest and easiest books to get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So if we start there, then we can work on the bigger ones.
That was my thoughts too.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I wanted to get 3 Body done before all of that because I knew it was a TV show and it was a longer book. So I was like, I'll wait. I'll do that one first. And then I'll knock out the short ones.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got 13 Reasons is also a TV show. And those are 2 TV shows. Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yep.
I have faith in us.
Yes.
I keep saying it, but I'm really impressed with how we're still going and doing it.
I'm so proud of us.
I really thought that freaking fried green tomatoes was going to be my undoing.
You made it. How long is it? 11 and a half hours. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm not done yet with it, but I finally got to the point where, because I'm physically reading this one. And so I finally got to the point where I can see the end of the book, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but like,
No, I get
it's
it.
like,
Yeah.
I have hope. And so like today when I was reading it, I was like, ooh, I'm so close. I'm almost done with this book. Thank God. Rather than letting it be the thing that stopped me.
So proud of you.
Thank you. Me too.
Yes.
Today, as I was reading, I was like, I don't even know what the hell this story is really about. If I'm being completely honest, it's one of those, yeah, whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm interested because it's like everybody that sees the movie says they love it.
I know. That's the weird thing for me. I'm like, how is this? You know what makes me excited? Normally I don't try to Google and see who plays who, but
Right.
I really, because I know that my mom's watched it and loved it. And I feel like I grew up seeing scenes from it, but I couldn't piece who was who. And so I pulled up the cast sheet and the like main girl who is in it. She's the main girl from Benny and June.
Oh,
And
there you go.
I have literally never seen her in anything else. And what's about to blow my mind is in Benny and June, she plays such a good autistic person that I've always been convinced she was autistic.
Oh.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I don't think she's autistic. If she's
We'll see.
Yeah, I'll find out. The character she's playing, I don't think she could be.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. It has made me question. It makes me think that the movie's not going to be anything like the book, or at least I'm hoping. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out.
interesting. Well, that's your big sneak peek for our final episode of the season.
There you go. This is how much we are jumping around. I literally I have done like half and half this season, with half listening to the books and half reading the books. And I've picked and choose. I've tried to, what's funny is I really wanted to read a bunch of the thinner ones. And what's actually happened is I've audiobook listened to all the short ones and I've read the thicker ones.
That's so funny. I wonder why.
But
Library books.
I was going to say it's the library books and what came to me first. And like, honestly, Fried Green Tomatoes doesn't seem like it's super thick. But once I started reading it, I was like, fucking hell. But yeah, I'm almost done. I cannot wait.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, are we ready for today's episode?
Yeah.
All right. We are doing a series of unfortunate events, the bad beginning. Now, you guys, there are 13 books. We're not doing all 13 books.
Not right now.
Not right now. We decided to get our series in. We're going to do a season because we're doing the Neil Patrick Harris one. And so his first season is the first 3 books. So there we go. That's what we're doing.
And let me tell you, if you haven't read all of the books, don't watch the TV show. We'll get into it later, but
Oh my gosh.
I'm mad. I'm so you
Yeah,
don't
Bri
even know.
texted me. She's like, what the heck?
I literally, there was a part of me when I was reading these books this time for our episodes where I was like, maybe I should read the whole series right now. Like, just do it right now. And I was like, because I have to physically. Well, actually, it was I started Fried Green Tomatoes and was like, this is going to take me a long time. I don't want to put more stress on myself by making myself listen to these books. Like, just focus on this season. And I was like, from what I have heard, the show does not stray from the book at all. You're going to be fine. Halfway through the first episode, I was like, what in the fuck? The biggest spoiler in the entire planet of spoilers happened. And then I was telling John about it right before we started recording this. And he was like, because he hasn't read the books, but he watched the show. And he was like, oh, I could have told you that. I felt like that was what was going to happen. I never once actually believed that that was the case. I was like, as a reader, I was convinced.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I assume I've never read them all. I only read the first 3. And so I don't know what happens in the last book.
There's part of me that feels like I remember finding out some of the like bad guy story or those bits that happen, or like when they talk about, shoot, I can't remember now. And I don't want to give spoilers for future books, but I feel like a lot of the unraveling started to happen in like book 4 or 5, but nothing that ever once made me think that that biggest spoiler was a reality. Not once.
Interesting.
Not once.
Okay. Because I've seen the whole series, so I know the series,
How it ends. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how accurate that is to the books, so I cannot tell you.
I know. I wasn't prepared. I did not anticipate this TV show having a spoiler like that. And what's even weirder is I've watched this with my mom. I watched the first one with my mom. I don't think we got to that part yet.
The end of the first episode.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was so mad. I was so mad.
It's so funny. All right, you guys. Well, there's no trigger warnings, except Lemony Snicket would tell us that the trigger warning is that if you like happy books, this is not a happy book for you.
I used to love all of the things. Like, it's so funny reading this as an adult. This is about to be one of those episodes because I love this book series. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
But I loved, when I was a kid, I loved when he would, like, do something funny like that. About, like, if you want a happy ending, this is not the book for you.
Yes.
Or when he says a big word and then explains what it is. I mean, now it got on my nerves a little bit, but I just remember loving that so much.
I love it. And I love that they did that in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they didn't just tell the story. They had Lemony Snicket in the show. And I thought that was just so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was good too.
Anyways. All right. So our synopsis, you guys. Orphan siblings Violet, Klaus, and Sonny Baudelaire. Yeah?
Baudelaire.
Baudelaire, yeah, are sent to live with their cruel, distant relative, Count Olaf, after their parents' death in a house fire. Olaf intends to steal the family's inheritance, which he tries to do by forcing Violet into a marriage during a staged play. The children need to find a way out.
Also, reading this one as an adult really grossed me out. I was like, this whole book is about an old dude trying to force this kid to marry him.
I didn't think anything of that other than he was only trying to marry her for the money. Like, he didn't care about all the, marriage things.
I guess, but like
at no point did he ever make it like seem our wedding night and stuff like that.
Because I think Lemony wasn't trying to be like super, super creepy, but the only way to really make a marriage official, right, is to consummate it. No, to me, I was grossed out by it. And then my dad read this book series with me too. And I was like, how is he okay with me reading this series?
Because you just have a dirty mind. Oh my gosh. Anyways, you guys, our author is Lemony Snicket. Our director, we have 7 directors because it's a show on Netflix, and 6 writers. And Lemony Snicket, aka Daniel Handler, wrote 11 of those episodes.
I've never known his real name.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I needed to know.
That's insane. How did you find out?
I typed in, what is Lemony Snicket's real name?
Oh, I guess when the books were coming out, the internet was not really a thing.
No, yeah.
Or not a thing for me to be like, what? It's Lemony Snicket's name.
Yes, right, exactly.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, 11. So he was very, very involved in this show, which
That's awesome.
I like. Mm-hmm. So the book came out September 30th, 1999, and the show January 13th, 2017. That's 18-year difference. And in between there was a horrendous...
Just going to say, let's not even talk about that, man. They freaking... I mean, I get it. We're talking about the Jim Carrey movie that happened.
I only think I've seen the reptile room part of that. Like, I maybe I've seen the whole thing, but it's not ringing. Like, I know it, and I can picture bits and pieces of it, but I don't know if I can picture bits and pieces of it because, they were on commercials, and so those bits and pieces played over and over. But
I feel like this was my first real disappointment with adaptations.
That's what I heard. I was like, I heard it was awful. So,
well, first off, it smushed 3 books into one movie.
Right.
I remember when I found that out, I was like, what the heck? Then I was like, well, the books are pretty small, so you probably could do it if you do it right. It was not done right. I can't even tell you what all was wrong with it. I saw it once in theaters and stayed away from it ever since.
Maybe
it was so bad
coming up here for y'all.
Oh, we'll have to do it, but I was so excited for Jim Carrey to be Olaf. I really wanted it to turn into this full movie series. I thought it was going to be great. And then that shit the bed.
Yeah. That's okay. I think Neil Patrick Harris rocks Olaf.
Yeah, he is good. He's really good. Mm-hmm. But you also think he rocks everything.
I love Neil Patrick Harris, yes. Okay. So what did we do first?
I read the book.
I read the book first as well. I only read the first 3 books.
So sad.
I know. You know what? And I think I actually don't even know if I read the first 3. I when I first watched the show, like, a couple of years ago, the 3rd book was familiar,
but not
super, but 4 and on, I had no idea what was going on. So that's why I'm like, I think I read the first 3, but I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but I do remember, I think it was this one or it was The Reptile Room. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there was this girl at school and I had those Costco muffins, like the big ones, right?
Yep.
Chocolate muffin. I brought it to school one day and I, ate it, whatever. And then we went to the lunch line. So this was like middle school. And then we came back and I wasn't thinking anything of it. But then I'm like, a while goes on. I don't know if it was a day or so goes on. And I noticed my book looked weird. And so I opened it and she had folded the muffin wrapper, put it in my book. I think it was just like a joke, like, haha, I hid your thing. But it ended up ruining my book.
Oh no.
I know. Yep. I was so bummed.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
That's like my big memory with this book.
That's sad. No, this was my first, I am waiting for the next book to come out. I need to get the next book. Oh, we're going to the bookstore day
and then you didn't finish it. I can't even believe that. That's just so mind-boggling to me.
It's literally just because it came out at just that awkward time.
So crazy. Oh, well.
I was too cool for it by the time it came out, but not too cool. Because could you imagine as a bookworm having the first 12 books and not the 13th?
I know.
Literally just one. So, but it did take me I think I got it a year or 2 after it came out. That was the one and only that I didn't go right then to get it.
Wow. Cool.
And now I'm very upset at past Bri.
Well, why did we pick it?
Basically what I've already talked about. I knew that we were going to have to do it at some point. I've been wanting to do it for a while.
This is one that gets brought up at the nerd party a lot too.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it still is one of my favorite books I've ever read. So, I mean, it doesn't make my top favorite, but it's definitely up there. I love this book series.
I know. I started watching it with Riley, and she at first was like, because Lemony Snicket is like, if you like happy things, this is not happy, you turn away, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I don't want to watch this. Like, it's sad. I was like, Riley, but it's funny sad. And she's like, what? So we watched it, and it's like the scene where they're eating the food, and Olaf's like, we hate this. And they're like, oh yeah, we hate this. And they're awkwardly not trying to stop eating, but they're still eating. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, then she's freaking taking forever because she has drama and all this crap.
Yeah.
And so I had to watch the next episode without her. So then I told her, I was like, we had one more episode to record tonight. And she's like, what? And I was like, the series of unfortunate events. She's like, I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you never told me when we could watch it. I was like, well, there's 2 more episodes or 2 more books I have to watch still. Now I'll go back and rewatch them with you. And she's like, okay. Because I looked up and I was like, oh, I want her to read this. But it's like, what is it? I don't remember what group. No, maybe it was, I think it's 6th grade. So maybe one more year. What reading level is this? Let me look it up.
Really?
I remember it being higher than I thought it was because I was going to give it to her to read. And then I was like, oh, maybe not yet. Let me see what it was.
I knew that I was a high reading level, but that's about to surprise the shit out of me.
Let me look it up right now. Yeah, it's 6.4.
What?
I
was reading a 6.4 at 7.
I mean, Riley does read Harry Potter every once in a while, and that is also 6th grade.
So why aren't you giving her this one?
I don't know. Because she just got, what she started? She's reading the I Survive books and she loves those books right now. Yep. So she's kind of on a kick.
Kids
so
love those books. Yeah,
I'll let her read whatever, I guess. But I'll try and give it to her. Maybe I'll give it to her after we watch it and be like, now go read it.
Except for you're doing it so backwards.
No, just the first one to get her hooked. This is what I would do in my classroom. So that would be my favorite thing, is to find series. And so I would do the first one to get the kids hooked. And then they would be able to go keep continuing the series on their own. And so that's what I got to do with this girl.
Yep.
All right. That's a long tangent we just did.
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right. So I have some fun facts, but there are only a total of like 30-something fun facts for this series.
Oh, dang.
So I had to divide them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
So, and some of them are so stupid, but they're going to come to you anyways. But the first one is, the character Count Olaf has a distinguished tattoo eye on his ankle. In 2018, while a guest on the National Public Radio quiz show, wait, what? Don't tell me. Never heard of it, but okay. Neil Patrick Harris said that during the first season of the show, the makeup artist had to apply and reapply a temporary version of the tattoo. But in between the first and second series or seasons of the show, he actually got the real version of the tattoo. So whenever Count Olaf's tattoo is visible during season 2 and 3, that's actually Harris's real tattoo.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's
That
kind
is
of
kinda
cool.
That's how much he liked the character.
Although Olaf is the worst character ever, but okay.
I know, but he probably had so much fun with him.
Probably.
Yeah. And number 2, the name underlined in the newspaper during the opening theme sequences are all anagrams for Count Olaf.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Have to look next time.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Violet Klaus and Sunny Baudelaire are at the beach. We get background that Violet is super into creating things and inventing things. Klaus is super smart and loves to read. And Sunny is a baby and she has super sharp teeth and likes to bite things. While they were at the beach on this very dreary day, Mr. Poe, who works at the bank, comes up and gives them the bad news that their parents died in a house fire. They then were told they would live with him while he finds their next home. A couple of days later, they were moved to a distant relative that they had never heard of. They moved into Count Olaf's house. Once they got there, they met the neighbor, and she seemed super nice, and they were excited. They're like, oh, good, you're, Count Olaf's wife. And she's like, oh, no, I'm the neighbor. And they're like, oh, okay. And they turn around, and it's Count Olaf's house, and it's like eyes everywhere, and they meet Count Olaf, and he has an eye tattoo on his left ankle. And him and Poe were talking and explaining, yes, my house will look much better once I get that Baudelaire fortune. And Poe's like, no, the fortune cannot be used till Violet comes of age, and she's only 14 right now, which Olaf is not happy with.
This all happens. And I just have to say, I do like how the TV show is just so sarcastic. That's my favorite part.
I know. Okay, I will say, so I did the audiobook for all of these, obviously. And so the first one is a full cast, which we agree we think is Neil Patrick Harris reading, right? Yeah. Second one was just Tim Curry.
Which was freaking amazing.
It was really good. And then the third one was Lemony Snicket. But something that kept taking me aback was literally how Olaf is written and how he is read is so evil and mean. Because I have, Neil's version in my head.
Very sarcastic.
And like, and like, just like, not, like, he seems evil, but it's at the same point, it's like, you're stupid. Type of evil. Whereas in the books, he's like very methodical and thinks about his plan and everything like that. That was a big change for me.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He is.
Which is why I really take him planning to marry Violet in this as a creepy.
I mean, that makes sense. In the show, I didn't think so. And that's kind of where my brain was going.
That would make sense. Because I read it first, so I got creepy Olaf.
Yeah, fair. All right. So Count Olaf is super awful. He gave them this long list of chores, and one was to cook for him and his 10 theater crew. And they had no idea how to cook. So they didn't even know where to start. But they decided we need a cookbook. Olaf doesn't have a cookbook. They went out of the house and they ran into Justice Strauss, who was the neighbor. And she's like, I have a cookbook. And not only did she have a cookbook, but she had this whole personal library and like wonderful. That was one of the things they missed the most from their parents' house was this huge library. And so she's like, come use it anytime. And they found this really yummy meal, puttanesca sauce, and they served it. And he's pissed. He's like, what are you doing? I wanted roast beef, all this sort of stuff. And they're like, you never said that. And then he takes Sunny, raises her high in the air. She's crying. And eventually he puts Sunny down. And after dinner, Olaf told them to go to their beds. And Klaus blew up and he's like, we only have one bed. And you know that. And Olaf's like, go to town and buy more. And Klaus is like, I can't because we have no money. And then Olaf hit him in the face. And then him and his theater crew left. And Klaus was crying. And so was Violet and Sunny. And then they cleaned up the house.
And the show just makes it so much more lighthearted than the book does.
It really does.
This part is where the jokes start happening, where the theater crew is like, oh, this is horrible. So bad. As they're continuing to eat.
Yep.
Whereas that doesn't happen in the book, but it does.
Yeah. It is very much more lighthearted.
Yeah. The story happens just in a nice way because I almost feel like if you did it true to the book, it would be child abuse.
I think so. Yes. I also just don't think, it's different reading it, but I think watching it, as dark as it is, it just wouldn't be as enjoyable, at least not for kids. And that's, target audience. So,
yeah.
So the three of them decided this is enough and we got to go talk to Mr. Poe. So they did, and they shared everything. And he's like, oh, no, sorry, in loco parentis. And they're like, what the heck? And he's like, this means that he's the parent. So he gets to do what he sees fit. And they're like, okay, because Mr. Poe just doesn't ever listen to these poor kids. And it's like, they're like, he hit him in the face. And he's like ignoring him and all this. And so he shooed him out of the bank because he had a lot of work to do. And they were in utter shock. And they decided to go to Justice Strauss's house to look in her library.
Yep, that happens.
Yep. I think since pretty much everything happens, I guess I'll be a little picky. The back when they were at Mr. Poe's house before they got moved to... Yeah. Before they got moved to Olaf's house. That was different. It was like the wife is like a reporter. And she's just like all about these poor kids' horrible life because it's a great story and all this sort of stuff. I'm like, oh.
I thought that was like it.
I don't know. I didn't make note of it. And I noticed it when I was watching it, like, that's different. But I don't know.
We'll have to go back and listen.
I guess we will. Will we? No, we won't. You guys tell us.
Help us out for our recap.
Yes. Okay, so it's breakfast the next day. Count Olaf made oatmeal with raspberries, and they're very suspicious. But then he eats some, and they're like, okay, it's not poisonous. And he let them know he would love them to participate in a play. It's about a wedding, and Sunny and Klaus would be people watching the wedding in the audience, and Violet would be the bride, and Count Olaf the groom. And Violet tried to get out of it, but he's like, no, you have to. And Justice Strauss is going to be the judge that marries us because I'm being neighborly, and I know you guys like her, so I'm being fatherly. And they didn't believe him at all. And he went away, and they're trying to figure out what he's up to. And they decided to go to Justice Strauss's house and look up inheritance laws.
Yep.
Except I just watched this one last night before falling asleep. He brought cupcakes instead of oatmeal.
Oh, yep. Yep. Also, the one thing that I noticed is that Klaus has some random little artifact thing that he took from his parents.
Yes. That's not in the book.
No, it's not.
I wonder if that gets brought up in final
Book? I can't remember which book it is, but I do think it comes to play in a different book.
Oh, okay.
But also, it's been forever since I've read them, so I'm not 100%.
Right.
But when I saw it, I was like, I get why they put that there, but also
Interesting.
don't.
All right. One account, Olaf's cronies came and shoot all the kids out of Justice Strauss's house, and Klaus was able to sneak a book. All night long he read, and he finally figured out Count Olaf's plans. The next day he shared it with Count Olaf, which was stupid. And he's like, if your plan is to marry Violet, and then you'll be in charge of the inheritance. So we know what you're doing. Boom. And Count Olaf's like, yes, you found me out. Go tell your sisters. Klaus went and told Violet, and then they went to get Sunny, but to leave to Mr. Poe. They couldn't find Sunny. Olaf brought them outside, and Sunny is tied up in a bird cage. And he's like, okay, I'll drop Sunny. And they're like, no, please don't, please. And Violet's like, we'll do anything. He's like, marry me. And she's horrified. But he said, Sunny can come down as soon as the play is over. And Olaf let Klaus know. Olaf left, and Klaus noticed that Violet tied her hair back, which she only did if she was getting her best ideas.
Okay, in the TV show, she ties it into a ponytail. I always pictured her doing the Matilda tie back when I read the books.
Oh.
I think it's because on the book covers, that's how her hair is tied up.
Oh, then it probably is what it meant, but I always picture the ponytail now because of the show.
No, every time she did it, I just sat there looking at her like, you're incorrect.
You're wrong.
Look at the book, chick.
Oh my gosh. So Violet stayed up all night creating a grappling hook, and she went to fetch Sunny, but a couple of times the hook didn't catch, and eventually it did, and she climbed up only to be stopped by the hooked hand man, which was one of Olaf's theater dudes. He called Olaf, and Olaf said to get Klaus, and they locked him in the tower. And while they were locked in the tower, they began looking through Olaf's things to try and figure out a plan. They couldn't figure one out.
That happens.
So the next day, they were brought to the theater. And while they were there, this play was horrendously boring. They're backstage. They're trying to tell Justice Strauss what's happening. But she's like, I need to focus on my acting. And finally, Olaf came off stage, and he's upset because they're not in costume yet. And they're on in 10 minutes. And they go out in their costume and do the play. Justice Strauss reads right from the law book because to be married, Violet's parental figure has to say yes because she's underage. She has to sign in her own hand. She has to say I do, and it has to be given by an actual judge, which seemed to be all happening. So, yep. So she read it. Violet said, I do. She signed the document, and Olaf reveals his evil trick. Everybody's so in shock, and they're disappointed because it was true. Violet, however, is like, I didn't sign in my own hand because I'm right-handed, and I signed left-handed. And Justice Strauss is like, oh, you're correct. You are not married. And Olaf was pissed off, and he said, drop Sunny, but she came walking into the play, and everyone tried to arrest Count Olaf for dangling an infant and duct taping her and all this. But one of his people turned off the lights, and he whispered in Violet's ear, the fortune will be mine. And he turns on the lights, and he's gone.
Yes, that happens. I'll interject here and say that throughout the whole entire show, we always see Olaf and whatever him and his cronies are doing. So, like, after the parents were found dead, quote unquote, you see Olaf going to the bank and talking to Poe, not dressed as himself, but like in a disguise to be like, the kids, they must go here.
Yes, that happens. And then I like to how Sunny and the hook hand man are playing poker, And she's like, keeps winning. And so he's ended up getting tied up instead.
Yep. That was a good one. I loved it. Yep.
All right. So it ends with Justice Strauss saying she'd love to adopt the children, but Poe's like, no. Their parents say it must be a relative. So the orphans are shipped off to the next person.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. I'm like, come on, Judge. There must be something you can do.
You're a freaking judge. Seriously.
Yeah. But nope. That happens.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's it. The end.
The end. We did it.
Mm-hmm. So for our show, for all 3 seasons, there are 164 people. I figure the first season, we're just going to talk about the main ones and then whoever was important in this episode. So we have Neil Patrick Harris played Count Olaf.
Yeah, he did good.
I agree.
This one I have such a hard time with because I grew up looking at the book covers. So they're not all like perfect, but
Oh, yeah.
they're close enough. And I can't be like, I
Yeah.
cast this person.
I cast this character drawn on a book.
Mm-hmm. This exact character.
Yes. Patrick Warburton played Lemony Snicket.
Hold on.
I freaking love him.
John, plug your ears. Okay, so the funny thing, I freaking love this guy. Kronk, can't go wrong. So in Dungeon Crawler Carl, this whole entire time I've been listening to the audiobook and it's always the same person. Well, when Carl's dad gets introduced and is actually there, Patrick Warburton is the dad. So now it's hard because you don't like that character. And normally I love Patrick, but after listening to him as that's all I hear. And it's so bad. Yeah. But it's really good.
Are you farther in it than he is?
Yes, and it sucks because there's something big that I want to talk to him about. It's because...
How is that possible?
So he's... we're in the 6th book, and I'm like probably close to 3/4 of the way through the book. And then the 7th book just came out, and that's it until the 8th book's released in like 2026. So it's I'm going to slow down so I can prolong this. Whereas me, I'm like, things just started getting really, really good.
Right?
And things started getting way more complex than they were. And I was like, oh. I literally, the other day I walked in and I was like, oh my God, John. Do you remember this part? And he was like, what? So then I repeated myself and he was like, how far are you? And I was like,
oh no.
I think they just said I was in like chapter 47. And he was like, I'm on chapter 32.
Oh no.
Like, oh, my bad. I'm going to show up. But it's been hard. It sucks.
I believe it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so we got Melina Polly
Weissman?
Sure. She played Violet.
I would want Mara Wilson, who played Matilda, which is funny because I did this for Ella too. Yeah, I think it's because she freaking ties her hair back right. That's how I picture the hair getting tied back, so that's how I want it done.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yep.
I loved her, but I have no issues. Then we have Lewis Hines plays Klaus.
Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have Presley Smith. She's little Sunny.
Yeah, she's cute. Except for sometimes she seems totally CGI.
Well, that's because sometimes she is.
Well, like sometimes in
like how's a baby going to play poker and pass out cards like that?
Okay, yes. But I'm talking about there's scenes where she's like just being a baby. And I'm like, you look kind of fake.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to pay attention. Mm-hmm. Well, Tara Strong is Sunny's voice.
Oh, I love her.
Really?
Yeah, she's freaking Tommy Pickles and Bubbles.
No, she's not.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Angry Beavers. Rugrats movie. Oh, she's Dill.
Dill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Does that mean she's still in, like, all grown up, too? Yep, she is. That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, she's
That's funny. I didn't know it was an actual impressive voice actress for
good. For a baby. I did not either.
I'm going to have to go listen now and think of Dill. Oh, my gosh. All right, and then we got K. Todd Freeman, played Mr. Poe.
Oh, he's so good.
He is. Oh my gosh, did you? Okay, listen, and when for the audiobook though with Tim Curry, when he was coughing,
Yes.
I was like, oh.
I know. For a second I was like, why did they leave this in? And
Right.
I was like, oh, it's for that character.
But it was like so phlegmy and gross. I was like, ew. Oh my gosh. All right. Then we got Joan Cusack, played Justice Strauss.
I love her.
I love her
She's a good
too.
actress.
Mm-hmm. And this episode, I love how every episode has, or every book has a different, like, bad, like, crony guy. And so in this one, it was the Hook Hand Man, and that's Usman Ali.
He did good.
He did really good. I liked him a lot. Why? What else have I seen him in? Because he's good.
I don't think I've ever seen him in anything.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I liked him. All right. So is the theme of the book and the movie the same?
So I would say partially, because the book is more dreary and dark and the show is more lighthearted.
Mm-hmm. Which then our characters, Olaf does not stay true.
No.
Like, he is evil, but
he's like dumbly evil.
yeah.
Whereas in the book, he's a true villain.
Yes. Agreed. Mm-hmm. And which do you prefer?
I prefer the book.
I like the show so much. I have so much fun with the show. Oh my gosh. Why do you like the book more?
I think part of it is the nostalgia for me. The fact that I grew up with this book. And I think it's because it like, well, oh my God, how do we not say this? The freaking second episode of book 1 ends with 2 people in the back of a prison van. And they're like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine, but are you okay? Okay, what's our plan? What are we going to do? I don't know. Our biggest plan is we have to get back to the children. And that's how the episode ends. And I literally, I was laying down in bed and I sat up and looked at my TV and I was like, what? What?
Oh no.
So the fact that the first book doesn't give away the twist, if there is a twist in this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, I also just like dark things. So, you know.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I like lighthearted comedies. I don't know. I was just putting off watching. I just don't know why. And I'm like, now I want to go to bed and watch another episode, but it's 11 o'clock at night and I got to go to sleep to wake up my children tomorrow.
Yep. I feel that.
Oh my gosh. What would you recommend it to a friend?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is one of my favorite book series. So
yep, I agree. Okay. All right, you guys. That's it. So we have a website for you. Offscript253.wixsite.com/offscript.
You should check it out. And while you're there, you can rate, subscribe, and review. You can also find our social medias there. And you should go follow us on all of our socials.
All of them. There's one. We got Spotify on there. We got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon.
So many.
Yeah.
Check them all out.
On Wednesday, we might have a mini-sode for you.
Potentially. March is far away, so we don't really know.
We don't. But Monday, we have part 2. Series of unfortunate events.
You mean book 2?
Part 2 of this series.
Oh, of this series. Not to be confused with part 2. That's what thoroughly confused me when I was watching this show, because I forgot they split it into 2 different episodes. Oh. So then I sat there and I finished episode 1 and it ended halfway through and I was like, hold on. And then it popped up and was like, part 2 of The Bad Beginning. And I was like, oh, okay.
Right. So funny. Yes. So I do like that it's like each episode or each book is a movie because it's about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. See, Jim Carrey, it could have been done.
I know, exactly.
I know it's not Jim Carrey's fault, but I can't remember what production studio it was.
Oh, I do not know. But that's it. Yeah, you guys. So with that, The Bad Beginning
Went off script.
Bye. Thanks for sticking with us.
We hope you enjoyed it.
If you did, we would greatly appreciate it if you gave us 5 beautiful stars, reviewed, and subscribed.
You can also follow us on Facebook at Offscript, on Instagram at Offscript Podcast 21, and on TikTok at Offscript_pod.
Shout outs to Madame Ashen Creations for our adorable logo art.
And Adam Daniel for our incredible theme song.
And to Creative Cinephile Productions for producing our podcast. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Serena.
And I'm Rachel.
We're the hosts of Book Tales.
If you like reading books
Drinking cocktails,
and Scottish accents,
then meet your new favourite podcast.
come with us as we explore different themes from romantasy to horror and everything in between.
We pair each book with a bespoke cocktail and tell you everything you'll need to make one.
And each week, play our fun game tailored to each book.
Find Book Tales wherever you get your podcasts. So grab your book
Grab your booze
for Book Tales.